2. We're here. We are here. As you guys can see, this is GBP, JPY, right? So we're looking for buys, obviously. I wanted to get in down here somewhere, but I figured it would be a little too early. But I like how price swept liquidity down here a little bit, and then it continued pushing up. So we entered right here. Here's a little engulfing candlestick. I missed that because I was asleep, but we entered after, and then we put stops below this draw liquidity. That price swept. So, and then I think we're just gonna wait for price to go for the ride up, and that's my bias. Obviously, we're bullish. We're in the uptrend, as you can see. So we're taking buys out, and I really like this trade. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna be patient and everything, but I feel like price could definitely swipe this high. If it doesn't do it this week, it will definitely do it next week. But I don't look forward to being in a trade for that long. But yeah, we're gonna see what price does. Like I said, we're just gonna be patient and all that good stuff. So yeah, man. Hopefully price could break this high up here, this resistance level, and keep going. That would be great, but yeah, we're just being patient at the moment. So we're very patient. I like how it looks on a daily. Well, on the daily we do have a little inversion. I don't trade ICT, but I'm just using it as confirmation a little bit. Alright, what's going on, you all? Today is currently still Monday night, 11 p.m. We are out of a trade, right? So the breakdown of this trade and what happened, I got taken out even though it really didn't hit my stop loss. I got taken out. Yeah, you guys can't see that, but I lost about I lost about 1,000. So I lost about $1,000. Already it's week 2, but it's only Monday. I know, and we lost so early. It's crazy, but we still got a couple more setups, and I'm looking about re-entering again because I might have entered in a little too early, which is okay. But I feel like I could have had a better entry, but my bias is still bullish, in my opinion. So, but we're gonna go over it. Let's go over it. So, as you can see, I entered right here, right? Price just dumped down, and my stop loss was right at this line, and it never went past here. But the trade took me out anyway. So, realistically, I'm still in the trade, but it's saying it hit my stop loss. My stop was at 216, 659. It stopped at 216, 666, something like that. So it never hit the 259 mark down here. So that's why I was like, how did the trade take me out? But it is what it is. You see, I lost a little bit right there, 900. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man. Like I said, it is what it is. So my trade, I got taken out pretty early this week. Like I said, it's still a paper trade. I am gonna buy a funded account, a challenge account this week. Preferably Thursday or Friday. And then prep and get ready for next week. So we're gonna see about that, how that goes. So yeah, this right here is gonna be a long video, so it's gonna be a lot of content for me to edit. This is gonna be a longer video than last week. So what's going on, you guys? It's currently Tuesday. It is 8 p.m. But guess what? I got some news for you all. We hop back in the same trade because I'm very confident about this trade, and especially what I believe in. So, am I chasing the trade? No, I'm not chasing it because I see another opportunity again. But we're gonna get into it on why I hop back in the trade. Back in. There you go. Yeah, we're currently up about like 200 at the moment. So, much we're up right now. So, yeah. Let's get into it. Ladies and gents, the trade is closed. It's closed. It's Wednesday, and I'm done trading for the week. My good fellow Viltrumites. Now, as you can see, the trade is closed. I'm not in another trade. You hear me? Alright, cool. But this is what happened. This is what happened. Okay, cool. So we made about 14 off of this trade, $1,400. Previous trade, we lost about $998 on this same trade because price decided to take me out of my trade when it never hit my stop loss. Now, like I said, I don't know why that happened, but it happened. And like I said, I was convicted on it that this trade was gonna go up, and what did it do? It went up. The week before, we also won NZD JPY, made about 1,600. So far we're up about 2K for the month. So this next trade I'm gonna risk more because we're gonna scale this account to 10K. Right? You hear me? All right. So shall we get to the trade? Okay, here we go. So obviously, like I said, I entered down here yesterday around 9. Is this 9 a.m.? 9 a.m. Right? So I was just so focused on this trade that I was saying to myself, I know this is going to go up. Now, we had a left shoulder head, right shoulder, which could have indicated a reversal to the downside, but then we had this candle, right, that came back up and went back up to this resistance point so it created a higher low, higher high, higher low, and I wanted to be in the middle of that higher high, so that's what I did. I was just so fixated on it. And then the 2 hour, you got this engulfing candlestick, which I really love, by the way. You got this engulfing candlestick right here. So this is another confirmation. Another confirmation for me is price staying above and respecting this EMA level. So I use that as confirmation also. I was able to get a nice fib entry also to the upside, as you can see. So you ideally want to target between the 50 to the 60. So ideally getting in down here was more ideal, but I got in right here just for more confirmation, as you can see. So we entered, and then we obviously had a pullback as expected, right? As expected. We obviously had a pullback at this zone, right? At this little fair value gap. I use ICT fair value gaps just for confirmation. That's not how I trade though. I just use it for confirmation to see if price is respecting that level just to go up or down, or disrespecting that level to go up or down. So price respected that level, went back down, had a pullback, and then shot right through it. Once I saw we disrespected that fair value gap to the upside, I knew everything was shine bright like a diamond. You feel me? So we just went back up, swept this draw liquidity, and then I targeted a 1 to 7.8. You want to know what's the crazy thing though? After I closed my trade, price just kept shooting up. So I could have caught a 1 to 4. Look at that. I could have caught a 1 to 4. I would have made about $4,000, but it's cool. I only made about 1,400 to 15, so I'm not worried. But this is our trade. For the week, we made up for our loss. The reason why we made up for our loss is because we just we backfired again because I knew what Price was going to do. I knew what Price was going to do. So there's no way I was going to miss out on it, right? Because I saw my entry. I knew we're bullish, so we're going to go up, right? So Price was respecting this support level, and then from this support level, it was just creating higher lows and higher highs, right? Higher lows, right? We got higher lows and higher highs. Higher lows, got a higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. So prices kept creating higher lows, higher high. So I did enter off of this small higher high. Ideally, you want to enter off the break of the higher low, but it worked out in my favor, obviously. But yeah, I think it was sweet. Everything went great. So, and then price just literally like shot up like a firework the next day, which was today. So yeah, I am looking at USD PLN. This could be a reversal trade to the downside to target the support level potentially. The reason why I am fixated on this trade is because in the 4 hour, well, first we created a little left shoulder, hit right shoulder, and then it broke. We had to change the structure, and then it broke this support level. So I would love for price to break this, which it did, come back up, retest it, reject it. Let me see a rejection wick or an engulfing candlestick to the downside to fill this right arm. And I would love for price to do that. Maybe we could target a 1 to 3 if everything plays out in my favor. Maybe. But obviously, if we don't get that by tonight, or yeah, I would say by tonight, I'll probably be done for the week, honestly, because I try to take 1 to 2 trades, potentially 3. 3 is kind of like pushing it, but I try to take 1 to 2 trades a week, honestly. Like, here you go, you got CAD JPY. CAD JPY did the same thing as GBP JPY. GBP JPY just took longer. It just took way longer. So, yeah, CAD JPY. I like CAD JPY because we're at the higher highs. Price came down, rejected. Right? It rejected this low down here, and it said, "Hey, I don't want to push down any further, so let me go back up." That's what price did. Boom. Price came back up, right? Then consolidated, then went back up. I probably would have entered either right here, this candlestick. I'm just being realistic. Either right here, put stops down here, or I probably would have entered right here at this candlestick. This engulfing candlestick. Put either stops down here or put stops right here. And then I would have just rode the wave all the way to the top. Look at that. This is a beautiful bullish structure. Bullish trend. This is beautiful. This is a clear 1 to 4 right here. This is beautiful right here. So you would have been risking about 31 pips to make 122 pips. That is beautiful risk to reward. So yeah, we're about to go get some food. Remember guys, this is a paper trade, and yeah, I am soon to buy my funded account. Oh my gosh, my challenge account soon. I'm gonna buy it very soon, but
yeah, it's go time, baby. It's go time. So I will catch you all. I will catch you all later.
Ciao.